demarcating from their forces and joining in with the force in the bed itself, that through cause and effect have produced the multiplication of quantity and quality in that emergence. We must understand that this third factor joins in with the internality of the bed because the hidden force in the bed controls them. That means that its effect is only felt because it touches something in the inner program and the quality itself. That is, if you did the same thing of, say, water and wind on a stone as opposed to a plant, it would produce nothing. It has to be related, cause and effect, according to the inner qualities. So there are still extreme specifics in the effects external to the soul that are related directly to it. That at long last these changes all belong to the wheat and to no other plant. Therefore we determine them as internal factors. However, they differ from the unchanging factor in every aspect, whereas the third factor makes changes in both quality and quantity. So this third factor, the externals, can affect the development in a partial way. Doesn't affect the essence. It just affects the quality, whether it will develop in a good or a bad way, according to things that surround it that influence the program of development. In other words, you could create an experiment in which you put a seed in the ground and two seeds. One in an area where there was no sun and not enough water, and one that had prime circumstances where there was plenty of sun, water, the right temperatures, good soil. And what you will see is you'll still see the same plant growing. It'll still be wheat, but it'll either be good wheat or bad wheat, or it will be many or few stalks. And this is the third factor, the external forces or the alien forces that combine with the essence and its program. So we can have these forces of weather and sun and minerals and so on. And these, again, are directed at the program. So it affects how well the program will work on the basis. This is 3. So this is external to the soul. It's felt as an alien force, something against our will. But we can't determine what are the forces that are going to work on this program. Certain forces enhance the program, others have no effect on it. In other words, we don't have any direct control on this third factor either. The fourth factor. It is a conduct of cause and effect through alien forces that act upon it from the outside, meaning that they do not have a direct relation to the wheat, such as minerals or rain or the sun, but they are factors that are alien to it, such as nearby plants or external events, such as hail or wind. And you find that 4 factors combine to the wheat throughout its growth, and each particular situation the wheat is subject to during that time becomes conditioned by the 4 of them. That the quantity and the quality of each state is determined by them. And as we've portrayed in the wheat, so is the rule in every emergence in the world, even in thoughts and ideas. The entire chain of transformation of the reaching of freedom is intended to occur by the thought of creation within one lifetime. And this is called the end of correction. And until that occurs, we find ourselves continuing our development, returning to what we call a physical experience. This is all predetermined for us. There's only one thing that we can change in this entire system, and that is the speed of development, so that it can be achieved in one lifetime. This fourth factor is the one thing in which we have influence. That is, the entire system of predetermined development is affected by the place, the environment in which it occurs. So a person can have very negative or weak first and second factors, And still, by placing these factors and this system of development and its essence in the proper environment, the quality of development can be enhanced and its speed can be accelerated enormously. This is our one small area of freedom. It's tiny, but its effect is enormous. So what is it that is under development by these four factors on the human level? It's only intention, it's thought. How can we be responsible for things for which we have no control? Our initial thoughts and deeds are not under our control. Only our ability to choose an environment. When does this become important? At the point at which the point in the heart appears within the soul of a person. Then the Creator takes that person and places them in an environment that will allow all of these factors within the soul to develop to perfection. And this environment must be an environment of the human level, that is, it must be made up of thought and intention. Therefore, the correct environment, the one thing that a person has to do in choosing that is to choose the right thoughts, that is, the correct map of reality and the course towards its fulfillment, that is, the correct books. A person needs the correct group of friends, ones that have exactly the same desire to fulfill their development within one lifetime according to the correct thoughts, and a guide that will give them the correct method to take them through that. When the point in the heart appears, the Creator brings a person into that environment made of those forces and factors that allow the soul to complete its transformation within one lifetime. Join us again when we go further into the correct books and the correct method. See you then.